How's it going, guys? I thought I would take just a little bit of time this morning to talk with y'all. I've got plenty of time on the road today, so I just figured that we would just have us a conversation about some of the stuff that's been going on, some of the stuff that we see in the news and things like that. There again, guys, this is just going to be me talking just about some of the issues, but at the same time, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. So, leave me a comment down below. One of the first things that I wanted to talk about is the way that there seems to be a significant number of people that have an idea anymore that they can basically just live off of the labors of others. I think that's something that doesn't really get talked about that much in the media anymore the way that it should. I think that there is a growing number of people that are looking for others to support them in their irresponsibility. And, don't mistake that statement for the idea that, that we should never help people or anything like that. I think that's very important for us to take time to help those around us, to try to help support people that need help, that truly need help. Now, that's the difference. And what do I mean by that? Well, one thing that I wanted to share with you all is a story from many years ago of when I was in the Boy Scouts. And believe it or not, yes, I was a Boy Scout. I was a senior patrol leader, and it was a lot of fun. And, that was back when the Boy Scouts were the Boy Scouts and not this woke garbage that's out there today. There was a lady that was uptown. We were actually going through and doing a food drive. We were collecting up food to go into a food pantry at a local church, and we were just going around to different homes, people like that wanted to help support the food pantry. This one lady in particular that I still to this day remember, when we went into her house or whatever, her apartment is where she was at, she had nothing but a box of crackers. The lady, instead of saying anything, we were there obviously, just as kids, and we told her that we were just there looking to take up a collection for the food pantry, and instead of turning us away or anything like that, this lady literally went to her cabinet, and all she had was a box of crackers, and she brought that out and to give it to us. There was not a single one of us who could take that from her. In fact, we told her, no, it's obvious that you need help yourself. And we got back with the scoutmaster and things like that, let them know what was going on. And, we actually ended up taking her several bags of groceries back to her apartment. Now, this lady is one that absolutely did not feel sorry for herself and the situation that she was in. She was someone who, instead of asking for help in her condition and the situation she was in, she was still willing to help someone else. She had nothing but what little she had, just a box of crackers. She was willing to give to somebody else. Still to this day in my life, that has impacted me. And when I look around these people and I see so many people these days that are out there just looking for a handout, who are perfectly capable to do for themselves, and who are literally in many cases wearing $200 or $300 tennis shoes, carrying $1,000 cell phones, and then complaining that they don't have any money to do what they want to do or to go somewhere that they want to go. I have to stop for a minute and think about how that we have become so entitled as a society that we think that other people are responsible for our well-being. And that is not the case. That's something that is that needs to be talked about much more. It needs to be pushed to the younger generation much more than what it is. You are not entitled to anything. Okay? This world does not owe you anything. If you live in the United States of America, you have opportunities that the majority of the rest of the world do not have. Is life hard? Absolutely. You know, that lady was, you know, a local resident. Her life was obviously hard. You know, she didn't have someone there obviously checking on her to help her through to get through and have make sure that she had the things that she needed. But she didn't complain about it. There's a lot of people like that I've seen throughout my life. They just do not complain about the situations that they are in. You know, you can't help but feel sorry for them, but they just do not care. They're going to live. They're going to, they're going to pursue their life. You know, they have those hard times. There was a man that I know, a local preacher. The man has been through some of the greatest trials of any man that I've ever seen. He is the closest real-world example of Job that I've ever known. And what do I mean by that? For one thing, back several years ago, he lost his wife in a traffic accident. I remember going up to the funeral home. I remember seeing him, and he was obviously heartbroken. He was in just a very sad state, but he pursued his life. He kept doing what he does. He kept preaching at his church, that, by the way, he donated the land to build, and he kept on going. Now, you could think that that is a very rough way to go. Somebody that loses their wife, that, that they've been with their entire life. I know my entire life, the lady that he was married to was there. I mean, she was throughout my entire existence. I've always known her as well. That wasn't all that he had to deal with. It wasn't just but a few years later, his son also passed away. His son is someone that I went to school with that had health issues throughout his life. And again, I found myself up at the funeral home, visiting with him, and just there to pay my respects and all that. And again, was there seeing him standing beside the coffin of his son. After I'd seen him stand beside the coffin of his wife, there he was standing beside the coffin of his own son. Obviously devastating. Who wouldn't be devastated in a situation like that? That is absolutely crushing to anyone. But the reality is, just like before, he didn't let it destroy his life. He didn't let it crush what his mission in life was. His mission in life was to preach. And even at that, he didn't let that stop him. Still to this day, he continues his life. As he has every, I guess you could say, excuse or whatever, simply to give up. He lost his wife, he lost his only son, but he is still going. Life is hard. Life does not get easier. There again, strength only comes through pain. That's an unfortunate reality. People that never have to deal with anything in life are very weak people. That's the reality of it. People that have everything handed to them, well, they're the ones that collapse, that can't handle life when things get hard. We need to stop this entitlement mentality that we have. We need to stop this giving the younger generation every single thing and protecting them from every single thing that could, I guess you could say, every mistake in life. Some mistakes, yes, we absolutely need to keep them from. But at the same time, we need to let the younger generation learn. We need to let them learn, especially, that they are not entitled. They're not entitled to take from others. That's a big thing now. We see all of these mobs breaking into stores, stealing stuff, and they think that they're owed what they're taking. They think that these big companies are going to be covered by insurance, and the reality is, especially the small businesses, which are a significant number of these businesses that are being hurt by all this, That doesn't cover those. If you've ever had a business and you've had insurance and you've had something happen, you know very well the insurance does not cover everything. Trust me. But, you know, this day and age, people think they can simply walk in, get what they want, and walk out without paying. You know, just entitlement. And it's absolutely terrible. But guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is just a quick video that I wanted to do, something that's been on my mind. And again, guys, this is just us talking, having a conversation. But guys, check out all the links down in the description. Check out my website at boomsticktactical.com. Share my videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.